17 years have passed. Has the city recouped the massive investment made for hosting the Olympic Games? Are the Olympic facilities from that time now abandoned? Let's set out together to find out.
In the previous episode, we set off from the Red Wind of May sculpture and headed to Qingdao's tallest building, the High Ten Center. In this episode, we'll walk in the opposite direction of the previous journey. Let's turn around and begin. In 2008, Beijing hosted the 29th Olympic Games. As Beijing is an inland city, the Olympic sailing events were held in Qingdao, a coastal city located 800 kilometers away. To host this grand event, Qingdao demolished and renovated the original shipyard, transforming it into the present-day Olympic Sports Center. We will walk along the seaside boardwalk to the Olympic Torch Tower at the Olympic Sports Center. There, we will enjoy a different perspective of Qingdao's beautiful city skyline. While I was editing this video, a conflict broke out between two nuclear-armed nations. The conflict has caused the deaths of many innocent lives, destroyed homes, and left lasting pain for countless families. Regarding the reasons for the outbreak of this conflict, we will not debate who is right or wrong, because from their own perspectives, humans always see themselves as the right side and the other as the wrong side. Currently, the way humans think is still largely rooted in self-centered perspectives, rather than considering issues from a broader, holistic viewpoint. For a long time, we have spread too much prejudice, hatred, and lies between nations and between ethnic groups. These prejudices, hatred, and lies, when conflicts erupt, will transform into an evil destructive energy that annihilates all that was once beautiful. The greater the energy of hatred in this world, the stronger this evil destructive force becomes. Therefore, I once again urge all humans through my channel, do not spread prejudice, hatred, or lies. We are all human beings, equally aspiring to a beautiful life. This is our shared value, with no differences. Only in this way can we leave our children a beautiful planet and a bright future. Fortunately, on May 10th, the two conflicting nuclear-armed nations announced a ceasefire. They seemed to realize that continuing the war was meaningless and would only lead to mutual destruction. This is a positive beginning. I sense that our human civilization is evolving, and humanity's fate is shifting toward a different, positive timeline. The white Iveco van in front is not an ambulance, but a lottery ticket sales vehicle. Its side windows are closed, and it is not open for business. Here, the price of one lottery ticket is 2 yuan, which is equivalent to 28 cents. If you're American, theoretically, the exchange rate would make your chances of winning increase sevenfold with the cash in hand. Magical exchange rates. Some people build wealth through them, others use exchange rates to enhance the purchasing power of their money and live a better life. This is a boat tour ticket office. You can purchase tickets here, board a sightseeing boat, and admire the city's stunning skyline from the sea. According to publicly available internet data and records, the 2004 Athens Olympics incurred a loss of $8 billion, with venue construction costs accounting for as high as 60% of the total. Post-games, 90% of the venues were abandoned due to prohibitively high maintenance costs. The 2016 Rio Olympics suffered a $9 billion loss, with a venue abandonment rate reaching 70%. The 2020 Tokyo Olympics had a total expenditure of $15.4 billion, incurring a $7.1 billion loss. Therefore, how to maximize the recovery of Olympic investment costs and the reutilization of Olympic facilities is a global subject. Let us step into the Qingdao Olympic Sailing Center to see how efforts have been undertaken here in this regard. The sign atop the building ahead reads, Qingdao Olympic Sailing Marine Culture Tourism Areas. This signifies that an entity holds the operation and management rights for this area. Verified through research, Qingdao Tourism Group possesses these operational rights. Qingdao Tourism Group is a government-controlled enterprise, directly administered by the Qingdao Municipal Government.
从太平角到八达关，让您心旷神怡。橘色海魅力三湾航线，成人票79元，儿童票39元。从奥三中心出发，一路顺利，海景中心、八达关等所有地方。
These mobile food trucks position commercial activities closer to high-traffic zones, maximizing business potential. The building behind them bears the sign, Live Streaming Innovation Industry Base, making it clear this space is leased to companies as offices. We can also witness how the rise of mobile internet and new media has fueled the booming live streaming industry. The left side of the road features a planned row of storefronts. We see a beverage shop. This beverage brand using Dairy Queen as its logo is immensely popular, renowned for its good value. A large, icy glass of lemonade costs just around 60 cents. Yet another ferry ticket office. It appears that boat tours are a key revenue generator for this scenic area. An integrated space combining bookstore, restaurant, cafe, and grocery store. The sunshade displays the words, Young and Times Art Box, indicating that the shop primarily targets artsy youth as its main customers. A restaurant specializing in Qingdao beer and local cuisine. Tsingdao Beer is a stellar local enterprise in Qingdao. It holds approximately 13% to 15% of the national market share. When you visit Qingdao, Tsingdao Beer's home city, you'll find its products sold everywhere. An eatery featuring Qingdao specialties and fish dumplings. Traditional dumplings typically feature pork fillings. Using fish as filling is uncommon elsewhere. This makes it a Qingdao-specific culinary innovation. Another set of mobile food trucks lining the street, catering to diverse consumer needs with varied price points. As I mentioned in the previous episode, the period from November to April is Qingdao's tourism off-season. That's why the number of tourists we see now is relatively low. However, during the peak tourist season, this place is likely to be packed with visitors, and businesses here will thrive significantly.
行至妈祖神像处还会停留5分钟，让您许下美好心愿。一路美景，满城惊喜，快来乘船拥抱这场奇妙之旅。 极速东风快艇航线全票59元，儿童票29元。同时
We have now arrived at Torch Avenue, which spans 208 meters symbolizing the 2008 Olympic Games. National flags of various countries line both sides of the avenue. You can observe that some flagpoles bear national flags, while others stand empty. It appears that maintenance work on these flags is currently underway. In high salt, windy, and harsh coastal environments like this, these fabric national flags suffer significant damage, making regular replacement inevitable. We can see the staff replacing those national flags. As stated in the Olympic Charter, the Olympic spirit embodies mutual understanding, friendship, solidarity, and fair play. The Olympic spirit emphasizes mutual understanding, friendship, and solidarity to foster a spiritual atmosphere. Within this atmosphere, people transcend prejudices born of their own cultures, embracing tolerance and comprehension of cultural differences. Only in such an environment can individuals shatter the confines of narrow perspectives. With the broad-mindedness of global citizens, they recognize and appreciate phenomena beyond their own heritage. They come to realize that every nation possesses remarkable imagination and immense creativity, thereby learning to respect all peoples. This spirit guides us to adopt an objective and just attitude toward others and ourselves, humbly absorbing the excellence of diverse cultures to continually enrich humanity. We have arrived at the end of Torch Avenue, where the Shanyun Torch Tower stands ahead. The tower, rising 20.08 meters in height, symbolizes the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. It has been designated by the International Olympic Committee as a model of Olympic heritage conservation. What a spectacular city skyline! Let's fly the drone to admire this magnificent city from an aerial perspective. This massive structure before us is the Qingdao International Conference Center. Clearly, they have positioned this area as the city's proud face, a premier city reception hall for hosting distinguished guests. In June 2018, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Qingdao Summit was held in Qingdao. The Qingdao International Conference Center served as the main venue for the summit. This building, with a total construction area of 54,000 square meters, was completed in just 6 months despite its massive scale. We will continue our journey and hike to the next attraction, Lover Embankment. Originally the main breakwater of the Olympic Sailing Center, Lover Embankment measures 534 meters in length and 47 meters in width, designed to defend against open sea waves. It earned the name Lover Embankment after Yin Qian, the 2008 Olympic windsurfing champion, was proposed to He, a love story that spread widely. On the left side of the road, there's an abandoned Starbucks cup sized for a giant. Then there is a Laos Han Cola vending machine. Laos Han Cola is a type of cola locally produced in Qingdao, developed in 1953, using natural mineral water and 11 plant ingredients. If you are curious about this cola, give it a try. The building on the left is the Olympic Sailing Museum, the world's first museum dedicated to Olympic sailing. Converted from the original administration center, it preserves the most treasured memories that the Olympics bestowed upon Qingdao. If you have time, you can go inside to visit. Admission is free. The total investment in the Qingdao Olympic Sailing Center amounted to 3.28 billion yen, with 1.78 billion yen allocated to the relocation of Beihai Shipyard and 1.5 billion yen to venue construction. Through land transfer, 1.67 billion yen was recovered, and 670 million yen was recovered from Haier Group's acquisition of the Olympic Village for its conversion into a 5-star hotel. These two recoveries totaled approximately 2.34 billion yen, covering 71% of the investment. The remaining 940 million yen is expected to be recovered through 6 to 8 years of operations, with full investment recovery projected by 2027. The building on the left is the Qingdao International Yacht Club, converted from the former Olympic Media Center. The club generates revenue by providing members with berth leasing, yacht charters, and maintenance services. The club has also engaged in event operations for globally renowned sailing competitions including the Clipper Round the World Race, the Ocean Race, and the America's Cup. On the right wall, it says, Leisure Street of Lover Embankment. They have turned this main breakwater into a commercial street with cafes, restaurants and bars. You can see that this spot offers an excellent view of the entire city skyline, bringing in crowds and creating a lively business atmosphere for the area. On summer nights during peak season, this place is buzzing with people. Climb up these steps to the top of the breakwater, and you'll see the vast Pacific Ocean. We can see large cargo ships sailing on the distant sea. Qingdao serves as one of the country's vital port cities. By container throughput ranking in 2024, Qingdao Port placed 4th nationally, and 5th globally. In our next episode, we'll discuss Qingdao's economy and pillar industries. Follow me on this first-person immersive travel channel. Let's walk and talk, discovering new horizons while sparking fresh ideas along the way. Just like I mentioned in the previous episode, the entire city boasts a 42-kilometer coastal walkway. Through strategic planning, the Olympic Sailing Center is now part of this trail system. If you keep heading north along this route, you can walk all the way by the sea to the northern end of the pathway.